We're going to have to come up with answers that set politics aside.
Oh,
they don't hear us.
They don't hear us.
They don't hear us.
Telling them, but they ain't listening.
I'm from Port-au-Prince, Haiti, and they don't hear us.
We're gonna bring you some stuff that's gonna make you feel better. They don't hear us.
They don't hear us!
Hey, and shout out to the folks who are covering this coalition, because they don't hear us.
Good evening, everyone, and how are you? I am here again with another They Don't Hear Us. My name is Sheryl Huff, and I am with the Middle Tennessee National Action Network, where I am the president. And today we have a guest speaker that's going to be talking with us on our legal night. And his name is, I'll let him introduce himself.
What's up, world? I'm Mike Duece. I'm from Nashville, and I'm here and ready for talk about what we need to talk about National Action Network. And it's more than me to just rap. Believe that.
Okay. Well, Mr. Michael, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and how did you begin where you are today?
What you mean, like with the rapping?
First, tell us about who you are and, just a little bit about you.
Well, my name Mike Allen is what everybody knew me growing up, and my family is really from Chicago, and we moved to the South like when I was young, so I'm basically a South baby, and I got a mother and two sisters that I was raised by. My father figure wasn't around, so I'm one of them type of people. And yeah, I mean, it's a lot that come with that. And growing up, it's a lot that come with that. But I made it through it all. I've been places, done things, and I'm still here, still standing and enjoying the career that came on me out of nowhere with the rapping. And it's like that was my calling, and I took it and it went forward, and I just kept doing it. So that's where we at today.
Okay. So first I want to talk about, I hear you say that you was raised by your mom and your sister and your dad wasn't there. Growing up as a young boy, growing up in this society, in this world out here, growing up without a dad, what did that do with you, to you, and how did that make you feel, and what made you, the choices that you made without having a dad in the house with you?
It affected everything in my life from the start of my life, because when I started realizing I was a boy and I was a kid, like realizing that I was a boy and man, and I can't do these female things, and I had to do these things, and I don't got nobody to teach me to do these things. So I got to just watch and learn off of other people and put it my own way, and it made me a whole different type of person. And it made me realize, like, I got to be in my kids' life, because my life could have been a whole bunch easier if I had dude to just tell me anything. Walk this way one time, it could have changed everything. But without a dad and growing up, it's different, it's hard. But yeah, I mean, you gotta make it through. It make you who you is.
So you growing up, how far did you go in school, and was school something interesting to you, or was it a waste of time, and did you go to college and all of that? Just to know where your mindset was growing up as a child until now.
Like I said, growing up without a father affected a lot of things, and it made me more aware and made me smarter. So I'm actually a nerd, and I was smarter than the whole school. And I hid behind that with my basketball, because I was good at basketball. But in real life, I was a nerd, making straight A's if I wanted to every time, because it was easy to me. So school was boring because it was too easy. And it wasn't what I wanted to do. Like college, I went to college, I did it for a year, but college wasn't for me because college not for everybody.
Right.
And I did that for a year and ended up not going for me with the school, but school was always easy. It was always easy for me, but it wasn't nothing that I took serious because anything they taught us in school, it don't affect nothing in my life now.
That's right.
So, like, I don't know, but it was easy because, I mean, it was boring because it was easy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so if something that's easy, it's not worth fighting for.
Yeah.
So tell me, so you've been incarcerated, you've been in the streets. What made you turn to the street? Was it anything that had to do with home, or it was just something that you thought that was better out there, or what were you looking for out in the streets?
First of all, you can't jump in the streets. If you from the streets, you gotta be from the streets. Like, I lived on the street where you'll get killed at. Like, I'm literally from the street.
Okay.
And it's different because you don't jump out in the street looking for anything or doing anything. You just out there, this your everyday life. It's not a game. So whatever you're doing, you don't even remember half of it because it's just normal to you. It's like a routine. Mm-hmm. But people that don't live there, not from there, think you gotta move this way like it's Mortal Kombat out there, like it's Call of Duty or something. Like, it's not like that when you live there. It's just, you mind your own business, like anyway, you'll be straight. But the streets and choosing the streets, like, I ain't never choose no streets. Like, I lived on it, so I was there. I was forced to adapt to my environment. So it ain't, if somebody said they chose the streets and they faking, they already started fake. Like, you already there. Mm-hmm. So when you there, you just gotta adapt to it, and that's what people call streets and thugging and outside and doing all this. And nah, it's just where you from. And I've been locked up, I say 7 years and 9 months, from 18 to about 28 when I was done with everything. About 18 to 28, 7 years, 9 months, and like prison 2 times and county, I can't even count how many times county, but I went to prison twice, and that was the big lessons of my life. That really taught me everything I need to know now in prison, because you're around all different cultures. You're around white people, you're around Asians, Mexicans, Japanese, Africans. You're around every culture because they all just throw you together. Mm-hmm. And you gotta adapt. You can't understand what he's saying. You gotta listen to him for a couple days and you can understand everything he's saying. But it's just a different life in jail and doing all that. And I learned from my time in jail. Mm-hmm. And take it out here with me and use it for a good way, because it's a lot of stuff in there that I know how to do sneaky now. And I could do that way, but it'll have me back in there. Mm-hmm. But it leave that way it's at. So that incarceration, it made me better who I am, and it's gonna keep on. It made my story, mm-hmm. and I got a story that somebody wanna hear. That's why.
So what would you say to a younger version of you? What conversation would you hold if you had a classroom full of young 10, 11, 12 on up 18-year-old boys in a classroom and you're the teacher? What would you say to them that you will change their life or their mindset?
It might sound crazy, but this is my perspective or my way of thinking, because of how I raised and went through. As a dude, as a young man, and growing up in rough areas, if you don't have no guidance, no nothing, I look at it like you got to get in trouble. You got to, because if that's where your head is at, you out there want to be a thug and do all of this, you got to go to jail. You got to get some behind your head that's telling you finna be here for these many years if you lose this case. Like, some traumatic gotta happen to calm a dude down, because in real life, not listening to nobody. I don't care what nobody say, like your mama. I don't care what your granny's saying. You him, okay, that's cool, but you still gonna do what you wanna do because you trying to be your own man. But once you sit down and get caught for doing something that your mama and your granny told you not to do, or what was gonna happen, then you in there like, dang, I should have listened to them, and it's gonna make you grow up or be even stupider. So I take it as live your life, like make the right choice, and if you make the wrong one, deal with the consequences, and it make you better. I never tell somebody, you got to do this and do that, because they're going to go against what I'm saying. They're going to try to do the opposite just because I told them that. So go get in trouble. That's what I tell them to go do. Go get in trouble. If you want to be bad and do that, go get in trouble and see your consequences one time, and that should change your life.
Okay. So, so I know you have a son, and how old is your son?
He's 5.
He's 5 years old. And what do you see that you could do different now raising your son that was done with you while you were growing up? What would you do different?
What you mean?
What would you do different with raising your son
than how I was raised?
How your dad did with you raising you?
I'm already beating him because I was around. Or I mean, I'm around. My dad wasn't around, so I'm already beating him, so I don't even look at him as competition.
Okay.
But with my son, I want him to be just like me, but all the good parts of me.
Okay.
I want him to...
Wait a minute, say that one more time.
I want him to be just like me, but the good parts of me.
Okay.
Yeah, like everybody think when you say I want my son to be just like me, like I want him to go to jail, I want him to go do this, I want him to do that, be just like me, or be harder. Nah, I did all that. You don't got to do all that. I want you to be just like me. Use my smart side that I hid from everybody. Use that side of you. Use your spirit, because you get around anybody, you can make them laugh. Like, use what you got, and I'm gonna help you use what you got. So, yeah, I mean, I'm already beating dudes.
So tell us about the other side of you. Tell us about the smart side of you. What do you have in your head that people out here should know about? The qualities that you have. Who is the real Mike Duece?
The real Mike Duece is really a market genius.
Okay.
I since I've been doing the rap stuff, I went viral. Man, I can't even count how many times I went viral off of the stuff that I put in, and I got like on 2 Instagram pages, I got over 40,000 followers. That's real people, not the bot stuff. There's real people that check in with me, and YouTube's, I got over millions of views on stuff that I put up, and it's all coming from me. I see something and I put it together how I figure in my head that somebody want to see it, and I caption it. I'm giving you a secret right here. I caption it in a way that's gonna make you look at it.
Okay.
And when you read that caption and you look at it, that's a view for me, and that's money. So it's marketing. And I done had record labels that hear my music and like my music, then they find out that I'm the one behind all my marketing, because you can Google my name, and I got a whole Google, like everything I do, they mark it down on Google. I don't have to type it in or tell them nothing. They already know, because my name is in the system type, and all that come from my work, from what I've done. I ain't never had no help. I ain't never had a label to do nothing but give me bad contracts that I ripped up.
Okay.
And they find out that I do marketing. One of them, Sony, they want to hire me on their marketing department. And like, it's a lot that came with it too, though. But yeah, I mean,
So society judge guys like you.
Yeah.
They want to put you in a category as calling you thugs, calling you bad boys, telling people when you see them come past, lock your doors. They want to just put you in a category where have people afraid when they see somebody like you walking past.
Yeah.
What do you say to people when they judge you because of your hair or the chains that you wear, or just you being you, not knowing who you are on the inside? What do you say to people when they come and you know that they labeling you?
I get on their level.
And what's that?
Whatever level they on. If they a nerd on a computer, if we in a place that's got a music instrument and that's his profession, that's what he lived to do, and he look at me, I'm gonna start talking to him about his equipment and all that stuff, and that's gonna lead into a conversation. You're gonna see I'm not no dummy, so you can actually have a conversation with me. Then once I talk about your music, now you want to know what I do. Now I'm getting to tell you what I do, and that's so cool, because these people that really want to be cool with people like me scared, because they think they can't approach you and can't talk to you. But if you open that door and you do it, and they sit down and see that you're a real person, and you probably somebody they've been needing their whole life to be involved in, and it changed the whole perspective of things. That's why you see a lot of people that look like me, that they got a whole bunch of people with suits that's white behind them, because they done sat down and actually got to know this man, and they know what he can do.
Okay, so when they try to label you and put those labels on you, once they sit down and talk to you, all of that
That's out the
perspective,
window.
it changes.
They want me to be their best friend. Like,
Okay.
I want this gangster thug by me because he know what he doing. He gonna help me do this and do that, and it's gonna look good for me because it's gonna show I ain't racist.
Okay, all right. So tell me some of the hard times that you came across, and how did you get over them? How did you come through the hard times that you had in your life?
I don't even look at all the stuff I've been through as hard times in my life, because it was just something that I was going through. Because when I had the murder case that I had, I was locked up in the county for 3.5 years fighting it on a case that I was innocent on from the start, but just never talked. So I had to sit there for 3.5 years, and I don't look at it as a bad time in my life. It was a long time in my life, slow time in my life, but I learned a lot of stuff in there. And when you in there, you got to live. So you adapt. So it's not even looking like I'm locked up. It's just where I'm at. So I don't even look at tough times or hard times in my life. It's just the situation that we're going through, and got to face it. Because I might think I've been through the hardest thing in my life, and that probably ain't even happened yet. So you can't determine that.
Okay. So April 11th, I went to New York, and we had a speaker there, and his name is Eric Michael Dyson. Eric Dyson said that there's a lot of rappers out here that have a story behind their songs. When they do their rapping, it's a lot of meaning to them, and because people look at how you dress, who you are, the long hair, they look at that and they don't actually hear those words. And that was something that stuck with me when he said that, because I hear your music, I hear what you're saying, and because I know where you been, what you went through, I can hear what you're actually saying. Can you tell the listening people some of the songs that's really good to you, the songs that you really like? That first of all, tell them, when did you get started and why did you get started in rapping? And then tell us some of the songs that you have and some of your lyrics that's in them.
All right. Well, I actually started rapping. I've been rapping for like 3 years now, and rapping was never my calling. Like, I never wanted to grow up being a rapper. I don't really listen to music now. I'd rather ride in the car silent, but I started rapping because all my friends, when I got out of jail, they was around, they was making music videos and recording songs and doing this and that, but they never really had one place to just record their songs at to really make it. So I ended up getting a whole bunch of equipment and all the right stuff and set it up in my room, and I had the guys over and they come playing in the studio, just want to sit and smoke and say a few lines on the mic so they can hear themselves and think they're a rapper and playing. I'm like, put too much time into this. And I got in the booth one day and did a freestyle, and the freestyle, my producer, he ended up turning it to a real song and put it out, and it went viral. And next thing you know, I ended up with 50 Cent in Atlanta at KOD's. My first show ever was at KOD's in Atlanta. And like, it just came out of nowhere and just went up. So I guess it was meant for me. And I just started telling my story. And I tell my stories in all my songs. Like, my titles say it for themselves, what kind of song it's gonna be. And like, the song that blew up is what everybody wanna hear, murder. So my first song was Murder, First Degree, because I called it First Degree Murder. And in the song, if you listen, I really explain what went on in it with my murder case. And so if y'all wanna know what happened on my murder case, go listen to my song, go listen to my music. I talk about it in all of it. Y'all can hear all of it, and I could talk about it because I was innocent. So it ain't like I'm bragging or doing none of that. It's just telling my story, and I'm telling my story how I tell my story. So all my songs got meanings to them, and the title's really what it is. Memory Lane. It's like I quit messing with, had my back but tried to set me up. Like I quit messing with friends that had my back but tried to set me up. Like snake friends, and it's story of my life. You just gotta listen to it. Like everything got a meaning to it.
Yes, yeah. And I know, and if people can really understand and stop labeling them and being afraid of them and talking to them, they'll get a better understanding of who you all are. And people just don't know. They just don't know. And what they don't know can hurt them. And what they do know can hinder them. Yeah. So, I mean, but tell me what makes you happy. What do you do for fun? What do you do for relaxation?
I'm boring. I don't do nothing. If I ain't, my kids is everything to me. So whatever my kids want to do, we doing. If I ain't got nothing to do with music, or I'm probably in the house doing nothing, I'm bored. I don't like going to clubs unless I'm getting paid. I don't want to go hang out with these people. I guess I'm old. I want to go home. Like,
so what made you come to that conclusion and get to where you are now?
The situations I've been put in and the places I done been. I'm cool. Yeah, I took 7 years, 9 months of my time just sitting still, and I'm cool with that now. I know how to vibe with it, so that's something I like to do now. So it's cool.
Okay. So with how many children you have?
I had 3.
You have 3?
What do you have? Two little girls and 1 little boy.
Okay.
Lele, Leah, and Junior.
Okay. And them little girls, your princesses?
Man, nah, they more than princesses. They 2 princesses and 1 or something. I don't know what they handful. So
just by having children, do you see a whole different world out here for them? And what would you want to show them that's out here that's different? What do you want to see happen with them as they grow up?
I want to see them, succeed. I want to see them succeed at whatever it is that they want to do. And 9 times out of 10, whatever they want to do is going to be something they see out the iPad they be on all day. So whatever it is that they want to do, I'm going to make sure they succeed in it.
That's good. That's really good. I like to hear that. And are you a single dad, or are you married, or just let them know, because people have issues with fathers taking care of their children. They said it's not happening. So, can you talk a little bit
I'm
about
present.
that?
I'm there. I'm in my kids' life every day, been there since they were born, and my relationship is going well, and yes. I'm that. I'm really him. I'm there with my kids like every day. Oh. Wake up, daddy, yes, I'm here. What, you want, orange juice? I'm here. It's me. Okay. Every day.
Well, that's good. I like to hear that, because some people think because a woman have a child and that's where it stops. Nah. But then we have single dads that's excellent. And I know They Don't Hear Us, he do a lot of series about single fathers. And, we put moms on pedestal, and we do this for moms and we do that for moms. But then what about the dads that does the good work and take care of their kids and there for them?
So, I feel it, but I ain't a single father. So.
Well, but that's what I'm just saying. You a dad and you're not married, so you have children, and you all co-parenting, and I love the way you all do that. And a lot of people can learn from that also. So, but tell us, what else you want us to know about you? What else you want us to know about you?
Well, I'm me. I want y'all to check out my life story, check out my music, check out my content that I put out, check out everything, and y'all gonna be seeing, like, I'm gonna be a part of I'm already a part of the NAN organization, but I'm gonna be putting in some little work on my magic, so y'all gonna see some of my marketing skills with Nan. And I just want, man, I'm an open book. I should write a book. That's what I think I should do, write a book, because I know it's questions y'all want to ask, and it's questions that I can answer. And I'm going to give you the realest answer it is. I don't care if you want to hear it or not. Like I said, most people wouldn't even tell a kid to go get in trouble. Go get in trouble, because that's going to change your life. Like, that's all you can do. And that's what type of person I am, them type of answers you get from me. So if you want answers and wild responses, hit me up. Mike Duece, Squap CEO on all platforms.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's really good. And so what people don't realize and what people don't know, NAN, our organization, we work with people everywhere. And just by working with Mike, he gives me a lot of insight and a lot of conversation about when people call in about cases and stuff that's happening. I'm like, okay, so what do I do with this? And this is what they say. And he'll say, listen, this is what really happens. This is who you need to contact. Give us some kind of, with the time that we have left, just some of the insights that you can give with talking with a crisis caller that come in and say, I'm in jail and this is what's going on and this is what's happening. Because with my look, I'm like, oh my God, this is what's happening. And what do you tell us all the time?
Man, okay. A lot of things that go on in jail happen because you caused it. When you get a crisis call, when they come in, you gotta have somebody like me that done been there and done it. Cause you can't have nobody on a crisis call that go to church every day and never seen a gun. Like, they gonna, whatever you tell them, their eyes gonna get big and they gonna go crazy. But how I do it, we filter out real easy and real fast. So when they call, my son is in there getting beat up by the police and they won't leave him alone. They starving him, they won't feed him, they keep taking him away from everybody and putting him by himself. I say, okay, ma'am, tell your son to quit doing what he's doing, because he's provoking the police to beat him up. He is not no president, no major person, so there's no reason for them to just keep picking on him, because he done something to them and he causing that on himself. He is in solitary in a hole because of discipline in the jail. That's why he is in a hole. They're not starving him, they give him 3 meals a day. He's just not getting commissary because he's on discipline. So tell your son to quit acting a fool and his time gonna be cool. You're not in no crisis, sorry.
So those are some of the calls that we have, and it's a quick fix. But working with Mike, it's taught me a lot. It taught me a lot, and I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you. And for the world out here, this is my son, Michael Allen, with me. And again, is there anything else? We got 20 seconds left.
I want all y'all May 16th to be at this event. Go on and hit this QR code and scan it. Be there. Y'all want to see some real stuff? Gonna have Al Sharpton there, Justin Jones.